Hello watch fans, this is Anders here on Watch On channel. Today the full review of a very cool Swiss microbrand making really cool tool dive watches. This is the Peren Nera Rogue X. This is a very interesting offering from this smaller Swiss brand. They contacted me and asked me if I wanted to review their new GMT diver, and of course I said yes, and I'm happy I did because, and that's just full disclosure, I really enjoy this watch. I think it's a super cool, modern, tough tool watch. So what we have, as you can see here, is a dive style watch, but the bezel insert here is not with the minute counting. You can of course also use it to, for example, count 15 minutes, but it is actually a GMT style inlay, so you can actually use this insert here, the bezel, to time a second time zone. If you want the more typical dive style, then you can actually look at Peren's website. I'm leaving a link down in the description to find the more dive style version of this watch. I was sent this watch in for review and I get to keep the watch, full disclosure, but if you follow my channel, you know I'm critical about watches. I also have some gripes and moans about this watch, but mostly I'm very happy about what you actually get. This watch under Bracelet is priced at $665 or euros or Swiss franc. You can actually opt to have a NATO strap or something else. On this watch you can choose between 4 different strap options, and then you can actually pay it down to $565 or euros or Swiss franc if you use a discount code on their website. So let's have a closer look at the watch here. We already discussed the bezel insert here. It's stainless steel but with a titanium layer on top to give this nice kind of matte finish. Looks really good, really toolish. I think this is a very interesting offering because it's extremely toolish, but it's also a modern reinterpretation of how to actually design a dive watch. If you look at my wrist now, this is a watch I'm going to review in a few days. This is the brand new Yema Superman 500. This is much more in a vintage inspired vein, so you can definitely see the differences with Peren being very brave and actually making their own design, quite original design in my opinion, and also going a little against the whole vintage inspiration wave within dive watches, sports watches, actually making a modern toolish watch. The pip here is Lume. We're going to see the Lume just in a few minutes. You have Lume filled hour markings all around the dial here, the logo at 12 o'clock with the Peren logo, the name, automatic, Nera down here above 6 o'clock, 200 meters of water resistance, 660 feet. Then you have Swiss made inside of a rehord here, if you can see it. Pretty nicely made. And then you have diamond cuts, very white, very kind of sharp white hands to give a really strong contrast towards this matte black dial. Well, the dial is matte black at first glance. When you actually get this watch out in the sunlight, it actually becomes a dark green. So that's just a little example of the attention to detail and the little surprises that this Peren watch actually holds, because it's not what it seems. There's always a little extra detail, and that's what I really like about this watch. I review a lot of microbrand watches, and often they're quite, simple, easy to read, easy to review actually. This was much more difficult because you have so many little details making this a very cool watch. I actually like how they made this rehord. You see, it's kind of like the Lume is kind of pushed into the rehord here, this black rehord, which is also a really interesting way of doing it. A lot of watch brands, they actually use very shiny, polished rehords, but this gives it a very dark, toolish look that they actually use this dark black rehord here. And then of course a color matched date window at 3 o'clock. The date is always a good thing to have, but they can become a little annoying if they break kind of the symmetry, the look of the dial. But with a color matched date wheel, again, attention to detail, which Peren watches is all about, it's not a big issue for me. I actually think it's very useful and well made. So looking at the case, you see really nice tool case. This is bead blasted stainless steel. And we get the crown here, really nice signed crown, very easy to use, very toolish. Actually quite a big crown, which is a cool thing to do, and also drilled lock holes. The case back is really cleverly done. You see, then you You get all the different kind of subjects out here. So you get the case, then you read the next part. Oh, it's stainless steel. You get the movement. Well, it's automatic. You get, let's look here, you get the crystal. Well, it's sapphire. And then a very cool detail about the watch as well. The bezel here, black and very easy to grip. You see, we get a really, really great kind of coin etching into this bezel, which is made in stainless steel, but PVD treated with black PVD. So you see with black color, so it becomes black, and it really just complements the black dial here, black green dial, and just gives the watch a really cool look. Again, attention to detail and just taking it a little further than a lot of other watch brands. And then again, you see it's conical, so it actually slopes inwards. It's very easy to grip, 120 clicks, very, very sturdy, absolutely no play, super, super toolish. This one comes on a stainless steel bracelet, and this is the biggest issue I have. You see, they don't actually match. You see the two different finishes. The bracelet is really, really good quality. Unfortunately, push pins, but that's not a big issue. Easy to adjust. Sturdy sign clasp here. 2 push button and then fold over. Very secure, very toolish. 3 micro adjustments. So what you can expect for around $600 US. But overall, I'm not a huge fan of the bracelet, although it's very comfortable. It's well made. The problem for me is that it isn't the same finish as you see with the case. We are going to look into different strap options for this watch, because I also got the NATO strap and I got some cool strap options for this watch as well. A Lume shot as promised. This is BGW9 Lume. It's not crazy. It's not typical dive style Lume strength in my opinion. A little weak. Also the size, of course. It is 39 millimeters in diameter. It is 49 millimeters from lock tip to lock tip. And when you count in this overhang here, you get approximately 53 millimeters. Then we have a lock width of 20 millimeters and a height of 12.9 millimeters. It is powered by the Sellita SW200 movement, which is a high beat movement, 28,800 revolutions per hour and a 38-hour power reserve. They actually state on the website that they regulate these movements in-house. I think I get some pretty decent accuracy between 9 and 11 seconds per day. I do see better, so I think they should probably look a little more into this regulation. The beat error and the amplitude is really, really good, which tells me that my time grapher tells me this is a very healthy and strong movement. I of course did remove some links. So 163.6 grams, not a very light watch, but this is a tough tool watch, so of course you want some heft on your wrist. The sapphire crystal does have 3 layers of AR treatment, which is also a nice feature. So this is how the Peren watch looks on my 17.5 centimeter wrist circumference on the bracelet. I can easily pull it off, but you can see because of these long locks and the male end links of this bracelet, it wears bigger on the bracelet. So if you actually have a smaller size, you can actually easily pull off this watch. So here we have the watch on the black NATO strap, which is one of the options you can choose. You can choose between a stainless steel bracelet, a NATO strap, a Zulu leather strap, or a leather strap. You can have a look at Peren's website, link down in the description. So I really like the look on the black NATO strap here. I think it makes it even more of a tool watch, and I definitely prefer the NATO strap to the stainless steel bracelet. I think it simply just complements the watch better. And here you see the Peren watch on the NATO strap. I think it's a really cool toolish look. It does add a little bit of height to the watch, but at less than 13 millimeters with the watch here, I think it's no problem. Nice toolish look. The NATO strap isn't the best NATO strap I have ever tried, but as this watch, as I'm showing you right now, is a strap monster. If you decide to buy this watch, I would definitely look for additional straps, because you can really give this watch a lot of different looks if you want. Now we have the Peren watch on a really cool top quality green, olive green military NATO strap here from Blue Shark, you see. I really think this look is super cool as well, and it just goes to show that this tool watch, this top quality microbrand tool watch, is a watch that can really be dressed up, so you get kind of more than one watch, because you can put additional other straps on the watch. On this super nice leather strap here, this kind of distressed, vintage style leather. It looks really, really cool as well. And finally, my favorite look is this amazing kind of military strap from Blue Shark. It's very soft and comfortable. It looks very rugged, very toolish, and I think it's the perfect match for this Peren watch. I hope this review actually does convince you that this is a top quality watch you should consider. It's not perfect, so I hope you enjoyed the full review of the Peren Nera Rogue X or 10. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and Facebook, leave a comment down below, give this review a thumbs up, and visit Peren's website if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching, see you next time, bye.